This is Secret America.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Jack Danger, along with Jay Gatling, and this is this is a new experience for me, Jay, here in North Carolina. So the thing is, the power keeps going in and out. There's a tornado warning, severe thunderstorms. It's going pretty crazy. So that's why you see me doing it here. I'm doing it from my phone. So if you see any weird backgrounds or stuff, that's my house. But
All right.
you know the problem is, though, that if the power goes out, you're not going to be able to see me because of the lights. So
Let's do the show in the dark.
yeah, we'll see what happens. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go back in the office. I'm just going to keep trying to get it up on, because as long as the power doesn't go out for good, I can get it going on here if the internet starts working.
This is
Anyways,
fun. You're walking around the house. This is like a this is like a TV show right now.
Real life, right? Here's the studio. If anybody wants to see, you got the computer right there. You got all the lights. You see the lights? Oh yeah, look on the wall right there. Look at that. You see that?
There you go. Hey, I think that should be the background. There you go.
Can you see it? I can't tell.
Yeah, we see it. We see it.
Yeah, that's our flag right there from one of our first episodes. So yeah, this is a little strange. Anyways, Jay, I wanted to put together I have some really unbelievable information tonight about China, and I wanted to get it together for the show, but all this stuff ended up happening. And give me 1 second, actually. It looks like I might be able to come in on the show. I think I'm going to be able to come in. If it blinks again, I'll just go back to the phone. All right, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep the phone on standby and be safe over there. I know it's bad storms hitting your area right now. So if you hear anything crazy, just drop the phone or run, get into the bathtub. Just protect yourself.
Absolutely. All right, I'll be right back.
Go ahead. So yeah. We're actually where I am too is we could be having bad storms here too. So it's just, hey, it's July.
Man.
Late July. All right, how are we doing now?
Jeez, it's going to go out again. It just blinked again, so it's going to go out again any second. I tell you, man, technology is still so weak. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Well, listen, we're right. Listen, usually it'll hold up. Like we know how bad my internet here is on a sunny day. So, it's terrible. But where you are right now, at least that's pretty amazing, actually, that you're actually able to get back on the air with the computer. So good.
True that. And you guys got to see a little bit of the house, the studio. You got to see our cool flag that we have over there. That's our, I keep that up there to remind me of the good times.
as opposed to the bad times so far.
Yeah, as opposed to the times we're in right now. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
man.
I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, since we got this going, Jay, I actually, until the internet goes out, I'm able to see what I wanted to talk about. Okay. So I was going to wait, but I don't have time to wait. So let's just talk about this first.
Go ahead.
Whoa, man, the storm out there is insane. It's going to go out any second. So let me try to do this quickly for everybody. And for everybody that's watching on Kick or anywhere else, because we're being featured right now, this is not the normal show. We don't normally have it kind of disconnected like this and discombobulated, kind of dysfunctional. But this storm right now moving over Western North Carolina is massive. There's a tornado warning, in our county. So that's why it's rough. I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but it's slamming against the house. So
no, we really can't even hear it. We can't hear it. So
you can't?
No.
Good. And that means that microphone's doing its job. Okay. So here's what I wanted to bring up, Jay. The CCP just passed a new ethnic unity law. Did you see this? Have you heard about the ethnic unity law?
I didn't see anything about it. I've been focused on Zoran Mondani all day, but go ahead.
Speaking
of communists.
But you think Zoran Mamdani's bad, and thank you, Hickser, for the nice background. That's my flag background. I love that thing. Looks like so thank you for that. But Jay, it's crazy because this ethnic unity law is worse than anything that Mamdani has out right now. Listen to this, okay? Under the new law, Beijing says speech or activism that it considers harmful to ethnic unity can be punished. But that's not the bad part. The crazy part is the CCP also claims that this law applies beyond China's borders. That includes journalists, academics, activists, and others in America. I mean, it is absolutely crazy. And That's part of what I want. That's part of the bomb that I wanted to drop. But there's something else that's connected to it that makes it a real bomb, Jay. You want to hear this? Take a listen to this, okay? There were journalists. It was, I believe it was Natalie Winters, who just came up. She's a White House correspondent. And she came up with a list of mainstream journalists that are on China's payroll. These people actually, they just flew to China. She said, I exclusively uncovered the identities of prominent U.S. journalists flown to China by a CCP-linked influence operation seeking favorable coverage and positive messages about Beijing. So these mainstream journalists are from America, are flown to China, right? Then China comes out with an ethnic unity law where even in America, if you say something negative about China, they can try to prosecute you. Well, listen to this. I'm not going to name the people because quite honestly, you're not going to know who they are. It's just, people that write articles. But I'm going to tell you the associations: the New York Times, Vox, CNN, Associated Press Vice President The Hill, MS Now, NBC News, MSNBC political analyst, former NPR managing editor, Yahoo finance columnist, Newsweek editor, U.S. News and World Report correspondent, Chicago Tribune columnist, National Journal correspondent, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, Washington bureau chief, Salt Lake Tribune. I mean, it goes on and on. The list is staggering. I would say it's a good, let's see, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 people that were flown to China by the CCP. And then China comes out with this ethnic unity law. I wonder, and this is the bomb I wanted to drop on everybody, Jay. I wonder if China brought them over there to advise them on the new ethnic unity law.
You think?
Jay, they're saying that this law, China is saying that this law applies beyond its borders. And the number one thing it applies to is journalists. Then you have all these journalists flown over to China, people that are favorable to China.
Right.
And then the ethnic unity law comes out.
Right.
I just put 2 and 2 together, baby.
Hey, listen, it makes sense. It's disgusting to me that we have people that are favorable to China in this country at all, especially journalists and the NBA. You can name it all. We talk about it on the show how long ago? Last week, about how much land China owns in our country.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it is crazy. And yeah, I would maybe to give what you're thinking, Jack, is a heads up. Hey, there's a heads up here. We're just giving you guys a heads up on what we're doing. Is that what we're talking about?
That's what it seems like. Maybe not even a heads up, but more of along the line of how do we craft this law? How do we make the language to where it applies beyond China's borders? What can we do that would scare you journalists in America, your contemporaries? What would we do that would scare them? Jay, there's a lot you can do if you have American journalists on your side.
But how could they enforce that? It was just kind of like England, when England would say with their ridiculous internet speech laws, how they arrest everybody there for stuff with Facebook or anybody anywhere else on social media. Oh, if you say something about England, we're going to come to United States and arrest you. No, you're not. So now would it apply basically if they came back, if those reporters went back to China for something, then they would arrest them for something they said outside of China?
Yeah, that's what it says. That's what the law says. It applies beyond China's borders.
That's ridiculous. Well, listen, then don't go. That's basically telling me, hey, if you're stupid enough to be on China's side, maybe this will convince you not to be. How about that?
Maybe so, but I will tell you that it's no coincidence that these people were flown over there and then all of a sudden the ethnic unity law comes out. That's just no coincidence.
If they come back and then that affects them, then they're traitors. Well, they're traitors anyway, in my opinion, but they're just full-blown traitors at that point where they're going to abide by what China and make sure you don't say anything that China won't like when you come back.
Absolutely.
Quote unquote, a reporter. Give me a break. These people.
And China has been doing everything they can to destroy America. They've been doing everything they can to destroy America. So what's the best thing you can do if you're China? Make sure that there is no negative coverage of you in America. No negative coverage. So you make an ethnic unity law and then you pay the other ones.
This turned and data centers are something for people to discuss. Absolutely, 100%. There are things
No.
Hold on a minute.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
No, I just want to finish. We talk about propaganda, and this is how they run their propaganda.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They run propaganda, but let's not go down the data center. Let's not go down the data center road.
I'm just saying they're running propaganda on that too. And I'm not saying propagandas aren't something to discuss, but a lot of it's propaganda run by China. And this just gives me more evidence of that. But we can go ahead.
No. That's fine, but I don't personally believe the China propaganda data center shit.
I do.
So that's why we don't want to go down that road because it'll be a long, drawn out episode.
That's
about
another
data
episode.
center information.
That's another episode or another 10 episodes. But that's just me. I'm just saying I'm putting 2 and 2 together right now. But go ahead.
No. What you're putting together is a man that owns a data center telling you that it's Chinese propaganda. That's what you're putting together.
Well, he did that. That just
Am I
gave
wrong?
me evidence. No, that just gave me evidence that he's probably right.
So you're telling me that a man that owns a data center telling you it's Chinese propaganda, showing you whatever he wants to show you is correct.
Oh no, what I'm saying is I'm sure he's using his own saying things to make it favorable for him.
Of course,
obviously.
Of
course he is. But at the same time, I think he's got a point, and I thought he did before, and now I'm almost positive he does, that China's running propaganda against data centers because, Jack, they want to beat us in AI. It is the country
Jay,
that controls
AI
controls
AI,
the world. What's that?
Our AI can't even spell words on pictures. They got robots working police right now.
Yeah, I know. But all right, it's not the whole thing. But that's another whole discussion where I do want to have people that are experts and have both sides of the opinion to come on this show to discuss it because I don't know enough about it, and I'd love to learn more about it on each side of that spectrum because it's going to be important. It is vitally important because
I can tell you what they do to the environment, though. I worked security for a data center. I can tell you what they do to the environment. It's not pretty, but we'll talk about that another time.
Go ahead.
Jay. So, I mean, that for me, that's crazy though. The fact that you flew these people actually flew to China. These are American journalists. They flown to China by the CCP linked business. And then all of a sudden there's an ethnic unity law. And I think they advised them on how to draft the ethnic unity law to where it'll scare journalists in America. Maybe that's just my personal opinion.
Well, if you're a journalist in America and you're scared of China, then don't be a journalist anymore. Don't. Yeah, you're in America. They have no authority over you while you're in America or in any other country for that matter, other than China. That's it. Don't go back there. Why are you going there anyway?
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because some of them are being paid $50,000 per article. Per article, Jay. That's a shit ton. That's more than most people make in a year.
That's paid propaganda.
It might be. I mean, of course it is. But I mean, that's you asked why they do it. That's why.
There you go. Well, but then you're a principleless, just money whore who actually doesn't believe in writing honest journalism. Because
I don't think they care about that. Yeah. Well, I really don't think they care about that.
I agree with you. But this just proves the people that went over there to me. They don't care about that. And now it proves it to me that you don't care about it because now you're totally bought, sold, and bought and paid for completely.
Absolutely. You can tell that they don't care about that at all. I mean, it is what it is. Jay, I want to move on to something really crazy. Did you see the viral video of the guy, the 16-year-old kid who saved that kid in the ocean?
Yeah, the lifeguard.
Yeah, that was amazing. That kid was being dragged out by heavy waves. And this 16-year-old kid goes out there and no matter how hard the waves are crashing down on him, and he pulled him back. I mean, he pulled him back as much as he could. It was amazing, I gotta say. And I'm glad that he's being recognized for it. Trump is going to give him the highest civilian medal that you can get. So I gotta say this is what you want. Great news. You want great news.
The president said he's giving him the Medal of Freedom. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's
Check
awesome.
Check this out.
Yeah, let's see it.
Put this up right here. I want everybody to see this. Okay, let me pull this up because this is a tweet from Trump. Let's see. Can you see it? Okay, there we go. Right here. See this right? This is a tweet from him. We're going to bring this heroic young man and his family into the White House with perhaps the boy he saved to give him he meant highest civilian honor. Very brave. He deserves it. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I watched that video and that kid's dead if that lifeguard doesn't go out there.
Oh, dead. He would have been swept out into the ocean and never seen again.
The power of the ocean. You watch this it's just
God.
Incredible.
The undertow is scary. Have you ever been caught in the undertow? I've been caught in the undertow. It's scary.
It's
It
frightening.
is very scary.
Or a riptide. Thank God I've never been caught in a riptide, but they say if you're
No,
caught in one,
no.
don't fight it. Just let it take you as far as it can. Save your energy, and eventually it'll run out, and then you could probably get back to shore, hopefully.
No,
But if you fight it, you're dead.
No, I don't subscribe to that theory.
Well, if you fight it, you're dead. If you fight the
I know,
riptide, you're dead.
But I mean, I would rather drown fighting it than go out there and float and maybe. Have you ever seen the movie Open Water?
Yes.
I don't. That is like the worst nightmaric thing to happen to somebody, and that was a true story. Jay, did you know that?
Yes, I'd watch that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
It is a nightmare for any of you that don't know. If you've ever seen the movie Open Water, it is a couple who go scuba diving out in the middle of the ocean. Okay, and what happens is while they're down there, the diving crew end up counting wrong. They count the tanks incorrectly, and they leave them at the bottom of the ocean. So when they come back up, they're in the middle of the ocean, and there is nothing for miles and miles and miles. The ship is gone. They are literally floating in the water. They don't have a raft. They don't have anything. And this goes on for days. I mean, imagine being floating in the middle of the ocean, Jay, in pitch black night. There's no lights out there.
No.
I mean, in pitch black light, you are floating in the water. You can't see what is under your feet. Maybe a shark hits your foot as you keep going. I mean, that is the thing nightmares are made of.
Yeah, no, unless the moon is out, you have no light. It's zero. Maybe stars, but that's about it. At the maybe
that's scary shit, man.
At the same time, yeah, they were getting picked off like little by sharks too.
And did you see the actual real diving board that they had?
No.
In real life, okay, that was a true. The Open Water movie is true, and in real life, they never found the bodies of those two people, but. Months later, they found a diving board where they had written on the diving board. It's made to be able to write underwater. They wrote on the dive so you can communicate underwater with somebody. They wrote on the diving board, "Please help. Left by a boat or something. Have been here since." And they put the date and the time, and then they threw it out and hoped it would float to somebody. They were eventually that was found. They found that. Imagine how scary that shit is, man.
They were eaten by sharks. I mean, that's what happened to them. And I always say, listen, I enjoy going on a boat and this and that. But the whole thing about the ocean, and I always say this, people say the shark attack. Well, you're in their house. You don't see any sharks swimming around up here, do you? No, because they don't live here. This is our house. The ocean is their house. That's where they rule. And every other, crazy fish that you see. Lately in my algorithm on Instagram, is that guy, the English, or I don't know where he's from, the guy David Attenborough. He's got that great accent.
Oh yeah, he is the voiceover of everything. Yeah.
Right. And I've been getting a ton of animal videos, either the jungle or the ocean, or lions eating things and birds eating other birds and eagles and fish. And it's crazy. And you see some of these things, creatures that are in the water.
Oh,
and you're like, hell no.
Some of those creatures, my God, man. Oh, yeah. And by the way, the sharks did get them. Well, at least they got the husband, I think. See, here's what's going to happen, Jay. Let's say you're the wife and the husband has the cut on his leg like he did, and the sharks drag him under and kill him. Are you just going to float there until that happens to you? Or are you going to do like the end of the movie where she just drowned herself? I would drown myself.
How did she drown? I don't remember the end. You can't drown yourself.
When you go under, what you have to do is you have to make sure you don't go back up. Once you start to cut, it's like floating in the water head first. As long as you don't put your head up, you're not. Yeah, but
isn't the natural reflex those you can't I guess if you go far enough under and you can't make it to the top in time, that's different.
That's what you do. That's what she did. She went down as far as she could. She held her breath before she went down.
Right.
Then she went down as far as she could to where she never would have made it to the top in time.
Okay. And, that's it. Right. In a shallow pool of water, you can't drown yourself purposely. Right.
But I got to say,
yeah,
she did the smartest thing, if you ask me.
Yeah, I probably would.
They were out there for what? How long were they out there for? A couple of weeks or something?
No, I think it was probably a few days.
Was it a few days? Even if it was a few days.
I'm looking it up.
They were never going to be found.
I am looking that up right now since we're talking about it. Let me just do that. Let me just fix this. Okay.
Are you talking about Lonergan? That was their last name, Lonergan. I remember them from
Water movie in real life.
That was some crazy. I want you to see the board. Yeah, look up the Open Water movie and look at the diving board that they put out before they disappeared. It is crazy.
I'm asking, how long were they stranded in real life? Let's see if it gives me an
nobody
answer.
knows. That's the thing, Jay. We can't tell how long they were out there.
Well, I mean, let's before all right. Because we know when the boat left them, so we know at least that.
Yeah, we know that much, and we know when they wrote the diving board thing. But other than that, you can't know how long they were out there.
Okay, so it says this. It says at least about 17 hours from afternoon of January 25th, 1998 until at least the morning of January 26th.
That's when they wrote the board.
And likely no more than a couple of days. The exact time is unknown because their bodies were never recovered. So yeah, there you go. Maybe a couple of days at the most. What's that? I don't see the board.
Go to Wikipedia and look at the diving board. That's the real diving board that they wrote on while they were out there by themselves floating in the water.
Let me see the picture. Let me see if Brock could just send it to me of the board that they wrote on.
Yeah. Because that's what you use to communicate underwater because you can't talk. So
let's see if Grok actually comes up with that for me. Let's see.
I'll tell you, it's crazy.
Since I'm on here,
looks like it was
dive slate. It's called a dive slate.
Yeah, that's it. Dive slate.
All right, so let's see if it comes up with the dive slate. It's looking at Wikipedia. Come on, let's go, Grok. Grok has been slow lately.
I know it takes its sweet ass time, don't it?
Yeah, lately it's been slower. I don't know what's going on.
Still nothing.
No widely available public photograph of the dive slate appears online.
I'll pull it up, Jay. I will.
Pull it up. It says on it while you're doing that. It says Monday, January 26, 1998, 8 a.m. To anyone who can help us, we've been abandoned on a court reef by MV Outer Edge 25, January 1998, 3 p.m. Please help to rescue us before we die. Help.
That's probably the scariest thing of all. You know, I'm like, man, I feel bad for these people.
Oh man. I would assume that after this happened, they had other safeguards in place to make sure nobody gets left behind other than county tanks.
Dude, you should see the sweeping changes and stuff that they made. Oh my God. And they got fired. People got arrested. Oh yeah. It was a whole thing.
I would hope so. Yeah, I would hope so.
Open water dive slate. Yeah. Let's find, let me pull that dive slate up for you real quick. I'm trying to remember their names. It was Lonergan.
Let me see if I have it.
Here it is. Lonergan dive slate. Here it is. You got it? I'm showing it to you right now. Hang on. Let me pull it up.
Yeah,
first, here's a picture of them, Jay. This right here is a picture of them. You see them?
Yeah.
Those are the two that were, dragged out there, or that were out there and, disappeared. The dive slate. Where's the dive slate? It was supposed to show me a picture of the dive slate. I don't see it. Okay, let me go back right here. Let me show you. This is the dive slate right here. Okay. Let me see if I can get a bigger picture of it. I want to try to pull it up so everybody can see it. Why does it keep bringing me to bullshit every time I try to pull it up?
Maybe Grok was right.
What?
Maybe there is no available picture.
It's right here. Can't you? Oh, you can't see this. I'm sorry. Now, can you see it?
Okay.
That's it right there.
All right.
Yeah. That's the actual dive slate that they wrote on. And it was crazy as hell. You see where it says help with the exclamation points and stuff?
Yeah. Where did they find that?
It washed up on shore eventually. Yeah.
Damn. Man. Terrible.
That's crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. All right. Yeah. Anyways, it's funny. That's what I love about this show, Jay. We can talk about one thing and then all of a sudden, we move into another topic. I absolutely love the show.
Yeah. How did we get from maybe arguing about data centers to a dive slate from the movie Open Water?
I have no idea. Well, you brought up it was the diving person. Yeah, when the kid was being dragged out.
That's right. We went to that after the data centers. Then we went to the water, the kid rescuing the lifeguard. Right. That's how we got there. Okay.
That was incredible. That was actually, you know what? I want to show that to anybody that hasn't seen it because that right there is worth showing to people.
That kid's a hero. Absolute hero.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I watched that. I'm going to show this to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I was lying in bed last night, falling asleep, I'm like, what's this? I'm like, whoa.
Incredible stuff. Incredible. All right. So for anybody who hasn't seen it, this is the video where a 16-year-old rookie lifeguard saves a young 10-year-old boy from being dragged out into the ocean and killed. Okay. Let's take a look right here.
He knew knew that was coming. Dove under that one. And as you're watching this, just as you think it might be over, it's not.
Wow, this is incredible. Look at this. Oh. This is incredible. Look at that.
Getting smashed around too. Ugh.
I mean, how in the hell did they not all get dragged out with this?
I don't know.
That is unbelievable. All right, let's take. I gotta say, that lifeguard, genius. Genius. Do you see what he does?
He's diving under it.
Yeah, no. He holds his breath and he dives under the wave. Rather than let the wave grab you, what it's going to do is if it grabs you, it's going to knock you off your feet and then it's going to pull you out. But if you dive under it, you get around the momentum of the wave. So that was brilliant. That was brilliant. He's a smart kid.
Yeah. Trained well or just smart too. I don't know.
Well, he's
never
a
let
rookie
go of that
lifeguard.
kid.
I don't know how well you can be trained as a rookie lifeguard.
Well, he's trained, but not a lot of experience. But now he has a lot of experience. To play that, he could work at my beach anytime he wants.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right. Before we keep going, I want to talk about maxassociates.etsy.com, the #1 place for USA Pride gifts and patriotic apparel. You can scan the QR code at the top right or go to maxassociates.etsy.com. This place is unbeatable. If you love America, if you want to show people that you love America, show people what you're about, show people why you love America, Max Associates is the place to go. 20% off your order and free shipping anywhere in the United States. It is unbeatable. There is no reason you shouldn't be going here. I've bought stuff from here. Jay has bought stuff from here. I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't go here. I mean, any other place you're going to go for anything that has to do with America, you're going to pay big bucks. Here, 20% off and free shipping anywhere in the United States. maxassociates.etsy.com. Also, guys, I want to say the book is out, By Design, The First Black President. If you've ever wanted to know what went in to the life of the first black president, the rise, the conspiracy theories, if you wanted to know how they came about, what went into them, and what really happened, this is the book for you. It is a fictional account that is based on hundreds of hours of research, and it will blow your mind. Get it now while you can. Is in the top 100 new releases in Amazon, the top 600 political thrillers out of 150,000, and the top 750 conspiracy thrillers out of 300,000. Recommended Dinesh D'Souza and Roger Stone. Make sure you guys check it out. By Design, The First Black President. Go to secretamericalive.com. If you go to secretamericalive.com, that's where you can get your signed copy. Secret America Live. You can also get a regular copy at secretamericalive.com because it takes you right to Amazon if you click on the regular copy. But secretamericalive.com, you can also check out our show there. So make sure you guys definitely check that out. Just Deb, thank you so much for this. Just Deb says the book is fantastic. She is one of the people that has already had the book and is reading it. And she may have already read the whole thing because I know she was talking about that she loves this book. So thank you so much, Deb. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so make sure you guys check it out. By Design, The First Black President, secretamericalive.com. All right, Jay. So, man, I mean, yeah, that wave thing, I got to tell you, you don't get to see too many acts of heroism anymore, you know? So I really appreciate that. I want to show you one more, though. Did you see the mass shooter that the cops took out in 10 seconds?
Where was this?
It never happens. Let me look at the exact date or the exact place. It was in Arizona. It was an Arizona mass shooter. He fires into the crowd wildly, and the cops, boom, take him out like that. It was quick and precise, and I may have a video.
All right. Well, listen, they got to be there in order to take him out. So if they're there, Yeah, if they're
Well,
there,
see,
they
that's
should be able to
stupid.
take them
Why
out
would
quick.
you do a mass shooting where there's cops?
Because he's an idiot. Obviously a freak.
Yeah, but that's just
What kind of
dumb.
idiot?
I mean, dude.
What
I
kind
mean,
of an idiot
Jay,
shoots into a crowd whether there's cops there or not?
yeah, but if you're gonna be a mass shooter, my philosophy is whatever you're gonna do the best you can at it. And if you're gonna be a mass shooter, do your due diligence. Make sure there's no cops there.
In
Idiot.
fact, don't be stupid and don't do your due diligence. And if there's and maybe there'll be cops there to stop you before you kill anybody else and before yourself. You freaking coward.
Well, they sure as hell stopped this guy. But
yeah. Good.
I want to find the video real quick. I can tell you one thing though. I absolutely hate the New York Post, man. I mean, I like some of the stuff they cover, but they are ads, and more ads. That's all they are.
The ads make it almost impossible to navigate the website. It's crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm Xing out of that, and I'm just gonna type it in on real quick. I want you guys to see this. So I wanna show the video because I was gonna show it on New York Post, but my god, it's terrible. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
I have the video. Check this out. All right, so here's the mass shooting video right here. And no, he doesn't kill anybody. So let's check this out right here. Let me remove this out of the way. Take a listen. This is him. He's coming. That's him right there. He starts firing. And then he's firing wildly. He starts running, right? The cops show up. They're right there. There they are. Boom, and they take him out. He hits the ground. And he's done. He's done right there. So apparently they weren't there, Jay.
No.
They weren't there. They heard the shooting and came around the corner.
What was this? Some kind of a street party or something? What the hell was going on? Because there's a lot of them there.
Too.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It was like a street, like street festival.
Okay. Yeah. So they were probably posted down the block or something and heard it and ran to it.
Watch, because he starts firing. They're up. All right. So right here while he's firing, they're up here. You see them right there?
Yep.
By the pole, that's where they are. He starts firing, and then watch. They come around right there. There they are. You see them?
Yep.
With the bright lights?
Yep.
And then that was really stupid. And then they just fire, shoot him. He gets on the ground, and he eventually just bleeds to death, I think.
Oh, he did pass away?
I think. I'm not 100% on that. Let me make 100% sure. I know he was taken out. But by the way, he did injure 9 people. He did injure 9 people.
Yeah, he was spraying and praying.
Yeah, and he was not killed. He was just shot and injured. He was not killed.
Okay.
But yeah.
Good job. Take him out.
Absolutely.
What kind of person just starts shooting into a crowd? Like what?
I have no. I mean, for what purpose? I mean,
like what are you doing? Like what you know you're not going to hit even if you have an intended target. Regardless, you're shooting into a crowd of people that have nothing to do with whatever problem you think you have with somebody.
You know,
and that guy should just be buried under the prison.
Well, Jay, I've often wondered why they would do something. I've often wondered why someone would commit a mass shooting and only get 2 people. I'm telling you, from a different perspective, if I'm a mass shooter, and that's all I have in my head, that's all I want to do, I'm going to plan it down to the T and make sure I get as many people as I can. These people, it's like they're, I don't get it, Jay. Why do it at all, though? What do you benefit from it?
Well, this looks more to me like, and I don't know what happened here. I'm just based on what I see here. This looks more to me like somebody that had a dispute with somebody in that crowd and was going to run off and start shooting at that person. And there happen to be people around him. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Check this out, Jay.
This wasn't planned. This wasn't a planned mass shoot. This wasn't a planned thing. I don't think.
Look at this. We actually got somebody from Kick. That's cool because we just opened our account there, so I thought it was cool. Look at that. Look at the little alien thing right there, Jay. What do you think about the alien?
I love the alien. Looks great.
Anyways, thank you for joining us. We try to get our show out to as many people as we can, to every platform we can, because we want people to see the show. I mean, that's why you do the show, is so people will see it. So thank you guys for joining us. I want to appreciate every single one of you. Anyways, Jay, the mass shooting, insane, dude. Insane.
Yeah, I think, Jack, like I said, I think that was a spur of the moment thing. That wasn't anything planned.
It does look like, because he was just firing, and it looks like he was kind of running away, and then he turned around and fired.
Yeah. So for all we know, there might have been somebody pointing something at him, but regardless, you don't fire your weapon into a crowd of people, you freak. And I hope you suffer, and I hope you get, that maybe you should never see the light of day again. I don't care if you didn't kill anybody. I don't care. You are not somebody that's fit to be in society. You don't get another chance after that, as far as I'm concerned. That's just me.
No, you're right. I mean, I'm surprised he wasn't killed. I'm surprised they did not kill him. That's what's shocking to me. I figured they would have killed him.
They weren't, the cops are trained to shoot center mass, and that's what they were probably aiming. He just got lucky that wherever they hit him wasn't a fatal strike.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Jay, some of the stuff that we find here is absolutely crazy. There's even, actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and go back to this, Jay. So, guys, what's amazing? The power, all of a sudden, it's sunny outside, Jay. I mean, how do you account for that?
Good. Whatever that line of storms was moved through and missed you for the most part. That's good.
That's weird as hell because, I mean, it was a massive, massive storm. I thought it was going to, it said that it was going to hit us hard and it didn't, so I got to say that's pretty awesome if you ask me.
Yeah. You'll live with that one. That you'll like it that they're wrong in that case.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's move on real quick. So, did you see where the Treasury is actually launching a whistleblower portal to help crush fraud even more? Scott Bessent just did this.
I love it. I love it.
An actual portal.
I freaking love it. How much fraud. We always say, where's our money going? Where's our tax money going? Well, that's where it's been going. It's been going to fraud. Pretty much all of it. Not to fix your roads, not to make your schools better, not for anything. For fraud. That's where all your money goes.
What state, Jay, has roads that are good? I mean, have you seen the roads in every state? It's like they don't even try to fix it. Jay, let me ask you something. Is asphalt the only thing we can use? I mean, let me ask you another thing. How do we get potholes when it's supposed to be just rubber riding on asphalt? What the hell is going on?
Well, because there's cracks, and then you have, especially where the seasons change, where you have where it freezes, and then once it unfreezes, it expands it when it freezes, it unfreezes.
Then why are we using this material?
I don't know, because apparently it's less expensive. I don't know. Would it be less expensive
the
to just do it?
Shit they can find, man.
But just do it right the first time. If you spend the extra money to do it right the first time, you don't have to do it every 5 years. Literally, the main roads, Jack, real quick. The main roads in where I live, the highways, they literally repave them, I swear to God, every 5 years. Instead of just doing concrete where it would last for 20 or 30 years.
Well, let me tell you, Grandma Kate says that in Singapore they use a type of rubber for their roads. But have you seen the roads that Rome built with the stones have lasted thousands of years?
Cobblestones too.
Yeah, thousands of years. If you can build something like that, just make it a smooth surface, why not?
I don't know. This is, again, I always, and even when I see the ones that were done with cement 30 years ago, they're still there. It's the asphalt. It's the blacktop that is constantly having to be redone. Like I said, every 5 years. Maybe that's the way they want it. The construction companies love it because every 5 years, they're getting a new multi-$100 million contract from the state of New York to fix, the Southern State Parkway or the LIE or you name it. You name it.
Yeah. And these roads last thousands of years. I mean, have you ever seen the Roman roads? My God.
There's things that are still standing from like thousands of years ago.
But yet we can't build something that lasts a year without potholes. Man, those potholes will destroy your car, and the city will give you no compensation. I mean,
they'll fight you.
God, man. I hit a pothole one time that really messed up my alignment and my rim and everything. And, it cost a lot of money to get it fixed. And the city's like, prove that it was the pothole that did it.
Right. Well, that's why
how
it's
the
good.
Fuck am I going to prove that it was the pothole? I didn't have it videotaped. And even if I had it videotaped, Jay, I can't prove that a car wasn't like that before I hit the pothole.
Dash cam. Your best bet at this point, have a dash cam.
But even then, they can say that the car was already like that before I hit the pothole.
It could, but I mean, it helps you a little bit at least on your dash cam. And by the way, there's cameras everywhere now. Hey, flock camera. I want to see that footage.
Yeah. It's yeah, right. No, the flock camera will go straight to the government and they'll erase it. Oh no, this time the flock camera wasn't working at that time.
No, I mean, it's crazy here. After say we have a bad winter here And the potholes after a bad winter here are absolutely crazy, especially in New York City. You do not drive your car in New York City, or else, you're looking at new rims and new tires probably every day. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, you're absolutely right. It is terrible. It is horrible. Okay. So Jay, did you see where the Kentucky governor, Andy Beshear, who is a Democrat, said he wrote a letter to Senator Mitch McConnell, and he said, "I am calling on you to directly and verbally address the people of Kentucky and provide proof of your capacity to serve or resign." Why? Because Andy Beshear will get to appoint a radical Democrat to the Senate. If they can get Mitch McConnell out, Andy Beshear gets to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And this whole thing's a disaster. So at some point, I'm just going to hope that Mitch McConnell, as bad as he is, can somehow wheel himself into the Senate so Andy Beshear doesn't get to appoint anybody. Is that where I'm at right now?
That's it. Okay. And that's the sad part. Now it has gotten so bad in American politics that we want to wheel in a brain dead Mitch McConnell so that way we don't get stuck with a radical Democrat. That's how bad American politics has become.
Yeah, I guess so. So we're rooting for Mitch McConnell to somehow wheel himself into the Senate, have somebody wheel him in so Andy Beshear can't screw us for the next 6 months before next January with some kind of complete, utter leftist lunatic. And how is Andy Beshear the governor of Kentucky? I drives me crazy when these red states like Kentucky elect a Democrat.
North Carolina, Jay.
Same thing.
Our state is all red. Okay. There's only one county in the entire state that is blue. Okay. Yet we voted for Donald Trump. We got Donald Trump in. We got all Republican senators. Okay. And yet
that's questionable with Tom Tillis. But go ahead.
Republican that ran. How about that?
Right. I got
We got the Republican senators that ran.
Right.
And but yet we got a Democrat governor again.
I don't know. It's very strange. It's called election fraud. I'm just going to say
it's more than strange. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's called fraud. That's how they get in. That's why none of these people want the Save America Act.
That is exactly what the hell it is. And we've got to do something, Jay. I mean, I don't know. We got to do something.
It's called Pass the Save America Act, John Thune.
Yeah, that's
what it's called. But Jack, it's like 85-90%.
So Jay,
and this guy, he still can't do it. Or doesn't want to.
No,
doesn't want to.
No, you're right. All right. I'm gonna move on real quick, Jay. Have you seen what Ford is doing? Now they just shut off. I want you to see this, Jay. Check this out. Okay. Look at this. Ford actually so Ford remotely shut off this is a $75,000 Ford Bronco. Okay. Ford shut this Bronco off on a busy expressway over one late payment. Okay, this guy is standing out here with a new Bronco. It only has 3,000 miles on it. Okay, and they actually kill the engine in a 60-mile-per-hour traffic. He's standing in the middle of the road while trucks and cars are whipping past him as his car is remotely disabled, Jay.
Well, it's crazy enough that they're able to do that, and I'm never buying a car ever that is allowed to do that, ever, number one. Number two, it should be against the law for them to do that in a place like on a highway or in a place where there's a lot of traffic. In fact, they should only be able to do it probably at your house, where once that car's in your driveway, they can say you haven't paid. The whole thing is crazy to me to begin with, like I said, but it should at least be said where it can't be done anywhere but your house once you're back home or at a residence somewhere where the car is parked, and then it can't be restarted. How about that? Does that make sense?
Well, Jay, I mean, listen to this, okay? How is it legal or safe for a company to remotely disable a vehicle while it's moving on a public highway?
That's what
happens if this happens to someone with kids in the car or in the middle of nowhere during a medical emergency?
That's what I'm saying.
If you finance a car, do you really own the car, or are you just renting permission to drive it until they decide otherwise?
Well, no, if you're financing a car, Jack, you don't own that car.
No. And how many other vehicles already have this kill switch capability built in that most of us don't even know about?
Well, listen, at this point, and we know about them, anybody that's listening, if you are buying or leasing a new car, you need to ask these questions now because their capabilities are obviously there. Okay.
Absolutely.
As I said, I will never buy a car that has this capability, and nobody should. If you don't buy their cars, they will take this stuff out. That's how it's going to work. The only way to stop this, honestly, is you don't buy the car. You say, I'm not buying a car with these things in them where you could shut my car off because of whatever reason you deem fit if I don't pay whatever. All right. I get it. I'm supposed to pay for my car, but I don't want you shutting my car off.
But it's one late payment. That's it's not whatever. And if they can shut it off,
send the repo man
for a late payment. What else can they control or track without your knowledge?
I don't know. That's another question. I have my Dodge Ram that's going on 9 years old now. That's been paid off forever, and I'm never getting rid of it as long as I can keep it going. I am not. Just telling you right now.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
And Ford is the one we've discussed Ford several times on this show about the things they're trying to do. And like I said, don't buy them. Don't buy Ford. If that's what they're going to do, if they're going to lead the way with this stuff, which it appears they're doing, don't buy Ford.
Yeah, it's the only way.
It means found on road dead anyway. I guess they just gave Jack. You know what? Ford just gave a new meaning to their nickname, found on road dead. Now Ford is going to make your car, their own car, found on road dead if you don't pay the bill.
All right, guys. Jay, I want to move on to something. I know you've been studying and looking at Mamdani today.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently this man put out a rich to be taxed list publicly.
Doxed.
A public list of people that they want to tax. I mean, this is communism at its best. You don't release people. Oh, hey, these people have money. We're going to go after them because they have money.
Yeah, he doxed them. He just doxed them.
Yeah, addresses, everything.
It's crazy. And you don't think that
legal?
I don't know. I don't know if it's legal or not. But regardless if it's legal or not, ethically, it's horrible.
Terrible.
What are you doing? You're basically setting these people up to have their houses firebombed by your lunatic army.
That's what Jay. That's what they want. That's the whole point of doing it, and know that,
right? To make people leave, intimidate them.
Jay, I have a theory that I've said I've said many times, and I wish people would listen. Okay, it's called the drive-away theory. Okay, what they do in California and New York is they make policies that are so bad, that are so horrible. They make it so bad that everybody that leaves is the people that are against it, that hate it. But anybody that stays are the supporters no matter what. So now you have basically a fiefdom, a kingdom where, they'll vote for you because they're the only ones left. Your supporters are the only ones left. They drove away all the dissenters, all the dissidents. They drove them away. And that's the whole point. They will make it as bad as they can until they can drive away all the dissenters. Only people left are the supporters, so they get to stay in office forever. They get power forever. And that is the drive-away theory.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. I like I said, this will make people, and same thing with the supermarkets.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to make these people that own supermarkets in New York City just pack up and leave. I mean, they're trying to sue him, I think, first before he does this thing with the supermarket.
They should.
Absolutely, they should. The state is basically the city's going to undercut them by 30%.
It's the opposite of price gouging, whatever that is.
Yeah, they're going to undercut their price by 30% because, listen, first of all, the government can operate at a loss. They're not a regular business. They'll operate at a loss. It's not their money. It's your money. And
exactly.
Then, and then at the same time, it's like what about the suppliers? What about the people that supply the food to these supermarkets?
Yeah.
They can't pay the same price.
Nope. And Jay, that's what they want. That is exactly why Mamdani is putting in these grocery stores. These grocery stores are literally the start of actual communism. Communism is just a word to most people, but this is actual communism. Okay. When they put these in, when they put in these grocery stores, Jay, and all the other grocery stores leave or go out of business, eventually there's going to be more government grocery stores. And guess what, Jay? You know how all throughout history, how governments and kingdoms were able to control their people? You know how that happened? Food. Food.
Of course.
If you control the food, you control everything. Back in ancient Rome, if you controlled the grain production, the rice production, you controlled the world. Because famine is at your fingertips. Death is at your fingertips. Everybody is at your beck and call. So guess what? If the government has the food and you can't buy it anywhere else, Jay, what happens if these grocery stores are all over New York, not just city, but the whole state? You cannot buy food anywhere else except for at these grocery stores. But Jay, you ran afoul of the government. You said something negative about them on social media. So they cut off your access for 24 hours. You cannot buy food for 24 hours.
You're right. The real power is controlling what and when somebody eats.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Jay, you can make a hungry dog do anything.
Exactly. Exactly right. What and when somebody eats, if you control that, that is absolute power over somebody.
That's more power than any other thing you could control.
Absolutely. I mean, look at your pets. They're domesticated pets. You have total control over those pets. You decide when they're going to eat, what they're going to eat, when, the whole thing.
Jay,
children. Your own children.
During the famines in Russia, Jay, during the famines in Russia, people would sell their kids for meat.
Or else you die. Well, or else you die.
Yeah. They literally, family members would eat each other.
That's crazy.
Look it up.
I believe it.
No, I'm talking to everybody. Everybody, look it up.
Yeah, no, look it up. I mean, like I said, if you control what and when somebody eats, you control them. End of story.
Absolutely.
Without it, they die. That you control their life.
And that's why this is the start. That's what this is the start of. If these grocery stores end up being successful, the people are so dumb. People are so stupid. Hey, 30% less. Yay, I'm going to get a lower grocery bill. Yeah, let's see where you are in 10 years when that's all the only place you can buy groceries is at these places. And then they control when and where you can't buy groceries.
I give it less than 10 years. I think you're being generous on that one,
to
be honest.
10 years is probably generous because I would give it a couple of years with Mamdani and Hotchel, and then it'll all be all over New York.
And by the way, they're estimating, first of all, this one that they want to build in East Harlem, Upper Manhattan, is going to cost about $30 million to build. $30 million.
And that's not how much it actually costs. This is another way, by the way, Jay, to
money
launder money.
Thank you.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. It doesn't cost $30 million to build a grocery store. It costs about $3 to $5 million.
Exactly.
$5 million on the high end. So that one they're saying $30 million. The other ones that he wants to do, they're saying those are about $14 million a piece.
That's $10 million too high.
Exactly. So he's basically has got the $70 million set aside for, I believe it is 5 or 6 grocery stores. So yeah, he's has allocated $70 million in capital funds specifically for developing 5 city-owned grocery stores.
Yeah.
Multiple reports describe this as averaging roughly $14 million per location.
See,
are you kidding me?
That tells you right there, Jay. Those 5 grocery stores should cost absolutely no more than $20 million total. So
maybe
where's the other $50 million? It's going right into their pockets. Yeah, no, $4 million is high. $4 million is high for a grocery store. They build grocery stores out here all the time, and let me tell you, it doesn't take but a couple million at the most. Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Jack, I don't believe there's going to be any butchers in these grocery stores. None of that. I don't think there'll be a deli section. No butchers. None of that.
They're going to make sure you can't eat meat, Jay. This is another. Jay.
No butchers.
If Bill Gates wants you to eat lab-grown meat, if they don't want you to eat meat anymore, this is how they do it. They can control the food. They can control the grocery stores. Nope, we don't serve meat anymore. Wait until the grocery stores, these government-owned and run grocery stores are all there is in New York or in America. Oh, nope, we don't serve meat. We do not serve meat. Now what you going to do?
Yeah, go to the bug section if you're hungry. We have the bugs over here.
There you go.
Don't worry.
That is, Jay, that is scary, man. People don't realize. They hear about it. They think it's just some bullshit. Or they hear about it and they think, oh, yeah, that's far off or that'll never happen. This is America, Jay. It's America. People seem to think that America has some kind of force field around it. Just because we have a great and proud history does not mean that we are impenetrable. We've already been penetrated.
Yes. And not in a good way. And here we go. I'll read this to everybody. According to recent statements from city officials, the planned city-owned grocery stores are unlikely to have butchers or full-service meat counters. Let's see. Let me read. Might not have all the items found in a typical supermarket and likely will not include hot food counters or butchers. They are still expected to sell meat and seafood as part of the discounted core basket of staples offered at about 30% below typical retail prices. Yeah, sure. We'll see how long that lasts, along with produce, eggs, milk, and other basics. Other items would generally be sold at regular supermarket prices. The model aims to function more like a streamlined grocery store focused on essentials rather than a full-service supermarket with specialty departments. Officials have also noted the stores will skip hot food and lottery to avoid competing with bodegas. Final details could still evolve as private operators are selected and store designs are finalized.
My God, man. People just do not realize how serious this is. This is no longer a joke. It's no longer theoretical. It's no longer bullshit. They have plans. They have the money, your money, and they have the zoning requirements now to build these. If these grocery stores get built, if they are not challenged, they will be. But let's say they're challenged and they win. If they win and these grocery stores are built, mark this down, Jay, as the beginning of the end for America. I guarantee. You guys think it's some big joke? I can promise you, grocery stores are what will end America, because food production is what will end you. It is what will control you.
Yeah.
People don't
I agree with that. I agree with that. It's that simple. It's basic common sense. I don't see any way around it.
Have you ever seen a hungry dog, a starving dog? They would literally eat their master before they starve to death.
Well, or their master's going to eat them first. But look at Venezuela, where they're actually eating dogs and cats.
Jay,
literally.
People have no idea. Right now, they think, oh, that would never happen. People have no idea the depths that people will go to when they are starving to death.
100%. 100%. This is why when we talk about when we talked about what a civil war would actually be like,
God.
It wouldn't be, something like you see in a movie.
It's not LARPing.
The closest thing I could think of, and I use it all the time, would be The Walking Dead. That's what it would be. That's the type of society you would have with The Walking Dead.
Oh my God. And let's just say, guys, if these grocery stores make it to market, it's going to be the beginning of the end of America. We have to stop it here. This right now, I think this is the most pressing matter in America. Islam is the second most, but this is actual communism. This is how they can control you. They can control you with this more than Islam.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, yes, you could. Yes, you can. You can. If they listen, if they tell you if you want to eat, you got to convert to Islam.
Yeah. Yeah. If they say, okay, if you want your kids not to starve to death, you want your kids to have some food, you've got to do this for us. You've got to do that for us. Okay. And listen, they will do it. You will do it.
We are giving extreme examples right now, but it doesn't take as long as you think to get to that point if you don't stop this crap.
It snowballs very fast.
Yep.
Like if we get to the point, let's say they put in the grocery stores by next year. I am saying to you that by 5 years, they will be all over America. Within 10 years, we will be at the point of teetering on a famine, okay? And then within 15 years, it might be a dystopia. And that's not exaggerating. Go look it up. Go look up these things. Look up the China famine in the 1800s. Look up the Soviet Union, the Russian famine in the early 1900s. I want you to see what people are capable of when they are starving to death.
And it will start in blue cities like it is in New York.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
All right.
Jay, that was I think we've had a great show overall. Let me talk real quick about Max Associates, the best place. Jay, this is the best place you could possibly get any USA Pride gifts and patriotic apparel, right?
Absolutely. Not even close.
I mean, the deal, Jay. They've heard me talk about the deal. Tell them, what is the deal? I want to know.
The deal is, 20% off anything over $20 and free shipping. So if a t-shirt, which they're all over $20, they're usually about 23 to 25 in that area.
Yep.
By the time it's all said and done, you're paying basically $20 or under for a t-shirt with an amazing print on it. Like you can't possibly beat it anywhere. Shipped to you for under $20 can't happen. So I'm just telling you, it is the best deal on the internet, probably anywhere. Hit that QR code in the top right for the it's just the best stuff. It's specific patriotic apparel that lets everybody know where you stand.
Absolutely. Let the world know where you stand and let them know for an excellent price. Max Associates, shop.etsy.com. Also, guys, make sure you get yourself a copy of By Design, The First Black President. It is the best book out there right now, if you ask me. Top 100 Amazon new releases. This book right here tells you about the conspiracy. This is a cinematic thriller, okay? They planned his rise. He was built to destroy, and we were never supposed to know. A political thriller that exposes the ultimate conspiracies. Plays like a movie in your head. This is a must-read political thriller. Make sure you guys check it out. All you have to do is go to secretamericalive.com. You can read a sample of the book on Amazon with Kindle. You don't have to have a Kindle device. You can download the Kindle app for free and read a sample of the book and see if you like it. Check it out. All right. Make sure you guys follow us on X, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and Instagram. Tonight, we were featured on Kick's front page, which was nice. And usually we're featured on Rumble's front page, once in a while. So, guys, check us out on X, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and Instagram. I think Rumble and Kick are the only two places where you can do the super chat thing, which is where you can, donate whatever you want. And, we put your question. We can answer your questions, talk about any topics that you want, or we just put your comment right up here. We read your comment out loud on the show. So check that out. Rumble, Kick, YouTube, X, and Instagram. It's all Secret America TV. We are live Monday through Friday, weekdays at 7 p.m. Make sure you guys check us out. Don't miss the show. Okay? Do not miss the show. You will regret it for the rest of your life. Ain't that right, Jay?
Absolutely. Your life will never be the same. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Never. It will never, ever be the same. So make sure you guys check it out. For Jay Gatling, I am Jack Danger. Thank you for watching Secret America.
You've been listening to Secret America.